Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Here are top 10 martial art manhwa that you love to read, so without wasting any time, let's get started. Number 10. Child of the Sheath. Byra is a young boy who enjoys fishing and spending time in the forest with his dwarf grandfather. His grandfather disappears one day after telling Byra to wait for him in the northern area of the forest. Byra waits for several years in the forest, befriending a family of bears and avoiding humans, exactly as his grandfather had advised him. Then he meets Tanyu, a retired general who is looking for the love of his youth. They travel into a magical environment that is unlike any other. As a group, this series is a must-read because of its excellent art and content. I really recommend that you read this. Number 9. Weak Teacher. Due to his unique QI pattern from other martial artists, the main character is unable to pursue martial arts. He enrolls at a Miram Academy and is taught by one of the top Miram authorities there. The story of this manhwa is quite good. The pacing is just right for this kind of manhwa, nice and leisurely. Although the first few chapters start out a little slowly, the tale improves with each new chapter. The fight scenes are fantastic, even though the aesthetic initially strikes you as juvenile. Number 8. The Undefeatable Swordsman. Woo Song, the son of a menial innkeeper, had a desire that would never come true because of his weak body. He wanted to be a martial arts master. Then, one evening, a mysterious visitor departs with an artwork in exchange for cash that fascinates Woo for reasons he cannot fathom. Woo soon begins displaying skill in martial arts he's never had before, which quickly makes it evident that it's no ordinary painting. Thus begins a young boy's journey toward changing his fate and becoming genuinely unbeatable. If you are familiar with manga of the cultivation genre, I suggest reading this manhwa. Number 7. Return of the Mad Demon. Jaha Lee, the Mad Demon, aspires to be the martial arts god. He runs away from the demonic cult after they accuse him of stealing the Jade of Heaven, but his dreams are crushed when he plunges from a cliff. Jaha's story is not over, though. When he awakens from the fall, he is back in his 20s. He now gets a chance to exact revenge and make things right in his life thanks to his understanding of the future and martial arts. Will he succeed in realizing his dream this time, or will he be condemned to experience the same outcome once more? Number 6. Demonic Master of Mount Kunlun. Because his father, the cult leader, lived a long life, the true heavenly demon was able to govern the demonic cult for 100 years as its young leader. He did not want to take up the cult leader's duties, but after doing so, he passed away after only 1 year. He was a baby when he awoke, though he was left on the side of the road, but a Taoist from the Justice Faction's Kunlun sect came and picked him up. He then became Yin Guang, Zhang JB's newest student. He had no resentment because he passed away naturally. Instead of a life marked by violence, he was more interested in one marked by warm interpersonal interactions. The current arc is pretty distinctive and different from the typical mirror material, and the story contains interesting scenarios. Number 5. Blade of Wind and Thunder. Dongbang Mui is the son of the war god, the deadly king Dongbang Dojin. He is his family's hidden child and the only heir to the Wind clan. He followed in his grandfather's footsteps and joined the Miram League as a lower-rank guard. He raised his blade of wind and thunder to the world with the bounty hunter's ruthless slashing sword and Yayul's plum flying sword. This is a high-quality Miram manhwa. At the start, the main guy suffers from amnesia and loses all of his memories. However, he quickly regains his memory and is dominated from the outset. Number 4. A Dance of Swords in the Night. Sohun Jin, who was kidnapped as a child to be trained in the art of poison, returns to his birthplace in quest of the new moon sword dancers who raised him. When Sohun returns, he discovers that the sword dancers have been defeated by a malevolent sect that now governs the area, with some members captured. What could have been a joyous reunion becomes a mission for vengeance as Sohun begins his search for the remaining sword dancers, determined to poison anybody who gets in his path. In my opinion, this manhwa will more than fulfill the strong urges of your main character. Number 3. Martial artist Li Guak. An ordinary martial artist named Li Guak suffered a dreadful fate when he joined the Celestial Demon Company and lost the use of all of his limbs. When he had nearly given up hope, a fresh hope suddenly emerged. A martial art book given by her friend. He realized that it can help him to heal. So he trained in that martial art, taking a chance and putting everything on the line, and by some miracle, he recovers as he becomes proficient in it. From that point on, Li Guak strives to live as a true martial artist rather than the common martial artist he formerly was. In my opinion, even for a mere manhwa, the narrative and artwork are quite original. MC has an amazing charisma about him. Simply give it a try, you'll enjoy it. Number 2. The youngest son of Habukpeng. Peng Jihook, Habukpeng's most potent weapon. To save a family from a demon attack, Peng Jihook travels to Nakagok, but everything was a trap. He was on the edge of dying when he became enraged because the family he loved had deserted him. Peng Jihook, who had believed himself to be dead, awakens in a room while inhabiting the form of Habukpeng's master. Among the reincarnation tales, this is one of the best. The MC has a distinct objective, and the art is excellent as usual. Number 1. The Legend of the Northern Blade. The valiant soldiers of the Northern Heavenly Sect struggled for many years to protect the world from the wicked Silent Knight. However, the fourth-generation leader must dismantle the cult and kill himself to protect his son, Muwan, after being charged with working with the enemy. Since he has lost his family and companions, Muwan lives a lonely existence under constant watch, but a sudden attack by the Silent Knight provides him a chance to flee to the mountains. Before the mysterious disappearance of a loved one, the young warrior trains there to learn the martial styles of his forefathers. The Legend of the Northern Blade transports readers to a fascinating martial arts realm. If you enjoy reading about martial arts, I definitely recommend it.